Muchas gracias por la oportunidad de tenerte aquí. Thank you so much. We are so excited to learn a little bit more about your story. I mean, I see your ads and your business all over the place. So when I was seeing this, I'm like, I need to have her on here para que nos diga un poquito de cómo ella empezó. We have a lot of mujeres here that are business owners, that are starting their side hustles, that are starting something new. So I know we can share a lot about you. Thank you so much.
Well, the pleasure is mine. And hello, ladies over there. How's this new year treating you? You treating this year, because that's a better way to say it, right?
Yes. Happy New Year to everybody. Make sure you guys send over your questions. Para empezar, I would like to know a little bit more about you. I mean, I did a little research on my own, and I've heard about you before because you were a recording artist.
Absolutely. Yes. I've been singing since I remember. That's how everything started. And that's how I learned so many things about creating commercials and talking in public. This is actually one of my obsessions, is cameras and lights and microphones. It's my other passion. You know, I have a passion for designing and creating undergarments, clothing. But my other passion is actually singing. So I learned a lot of what you see today because of music. So I applied whatever I learned since I was little into my business shop, Yahaira.
I love it. And we can definitely tell because the quality of the production is definitely not a beginner's quality. And I can definitely see that. How was that transition from being a recording artist into now a shapewear icon?
To be honest, it's smooth. So I still get the wanting to create something new, like a new video. So instead of a music video, it's a new commercial. So I just get very excited creating and doing the behind the scenes when it comes to creating commercials that shows all shapes and sizes and all kinds of types of body types and women out there. So I get very excited and actually ask all of my customers and followers, what do you want to see next? You know, so they wanted to see it in a castle. So I was like, okay, so a castle it is. So we're shooting our spring commercial in a castle here. And actually, I wanted to tell all of my customers that I am going to put pretty much out there that whomever wants to be part of this amazing commercial, they can just come, because it is a castle. I just want to have like the Shop Yahaira army representing every single woman out there. This is for all of us.
Yes, I love that so much. So I see your purpose here is to help women feel confident, right? When they're wearing their favorite dress, when they're wearing their favorite. Tell us a little bit about that inspiration.
It makes such a big difference, you know. Even you may think that it's just shapewear. Just seeing yourself better in front of the mirror, feeling better, feeling more secure when you walk, when you go to work, when you work out, when you do anything, even when you just lunch around the house. It does work. It does work mentally. And of course, you know, in your body, when you combine it with good diet and exercising, right? But when it comes to like lifting that self-esteem, it does work because it works for me. So I'm like, if it works for me, then it works for everybody, right? And those are like the beautiful messages I get every day from many women out there. They send me a thank you letters, they send me videos, and to me that's absolutely gratifying. I can thank you enough for showing so much love, for you know, like telling me, hey, thank you, and taking the time to actually say thank you, because that's what keeps me going. That's my gasoline.
Yeah, no, and I think a lot of us see ourselves through you, right? Going out there, following your dreams, making things happen, and it's not easy. How have you been able to continue to keep being motivated? Because many can say like puertas se cierran, ¿no? De ciertas cosas. And now you have this amazing brand, amazing business. How are you able to continue and not give up?
Seeing all these beautiful women out there, again, those beautiful messages, reviews, you right now by doing this interview, that means a lot to me. Every single counts, because that means I'm doing something good for the world in some way, somehow. So that's what's keeping me going every day to create new products, new ideas, solving things that we go through every day, shapewear solutions for every day that will make you happy and just make your lives easier, you know?
Yes, definitely. Make yourself feel good in your own skin.
Absolutely.
Y lucir como toda una celebridad, because literally, like, that's what you are, and we really, really admire that. Tell me how this started, because I was reading that when you were on tour and you would go and do your concerts, you needed certain shapewear that didn't exist. So you began to make it your own.
Absolutely. Well, all the shapewear out there back then, it was just horrible. Had seams all over, or they had metals all over. They
Mm.
flat the butt. It was just a mess. So I try to work with what I had back then. Then I just look at the shows now, and I'm like, if they only knew I was about to pass out. It was so tight. I'm like, how in the world am I supposed to breathe on this thing? You know, or like, look, oh man, that you can see the lines on the shapewear there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, let me just create, you know, my own shapewear, because clearly no one sells it, right? And I'm always the kind of woman that where I see a necessity, I see also opportunity to do great things, you know? So that's something, ladies, that from me to you, I can tell you that if you are looking to come out with your own business, you don't know where to go, what to do. If you look at every day, or if you are actually conscious, 100% conscious every day, looking at things that are just made wrong or that need an improvement, then guess what? There's a necessity of something new or an improvement that you can fix. So guess what? That's an opportunity for you to make a living, to live good, and for a great future for you, your family, and your kids. You know?
I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that.
Absolutely.
What would you say has been the most difficult obstacle when building your brand?
The beginning.
Mm.
No one believed me besides my partner, Bruce Mukada. No one believed in me. No one did. Everybody closed the doors on me. That was back in like 2010, 11. Everybody said, you're crazy. That machine that you claim to like say that exists, it doesn't exist yet. You're gonna have to wait for like at least a decade until someone comes out with the invention of a machine like that. And I even thought, Jesus, should I invent a machine? But I found the manufacturer that makes my garments. I found them in Italy.
Wow.
And they I found them on the 15th page of Google. And I even learned how to speak like just like the normal beginners, you know, Italian.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, I was like, you know, talking in Italian and all that. I was like, oh shoot, I do whatever I need to do, you know. So English, and I'm like, okay, I'm good now. I can explain myself. This is what I want to do, ladies. And then the owner said, so sorry, we can make. Can. He's like, no. And then I'm like, I started looking through over 15,000 of the references. And I went through every single one of them, and I screenshotted the references and the parts of that reference that was similar to my patent. So I put their references on my patent with numbers, because I know how to write the patents and I know how to do the drawings and everything, because I went through the process. So I crossed them and I told them, hey, listen, see, you can make it for me. And he's like, you know, you're something else. I'm gonna try. And it took like over a year for me kind of like just to go and say, you know what, let's go with the production. And here we are. Here we are, 2021.
Yeah, wow. That's
Amazing.
persevering, not
Yeah.
giving up no matter what.
Yeah, so what was hard, or the hardest part, was for people to believe in what I wanted. And not set with what they have, right? Oh, hell, listen, we can do it like that, but it's going to have seams all over. I'm like, hell no. I want what I have here, and it's impossible that no one can make it. No, I'll make it happen.
Wow. That's amazing. We have a question here from Lisette. Can you tell us your journey wearing your shapewear?
My journey with my shapewear, as you heard it, it's pretty much something that comes from a decade ago. It was a necessity. I saw the opportunity, I took it. And it was a long journey of a lot of long nights, or just like straight nights, and just look at the sun. Hi, sun. And just designing. Sometimes I fell asleep on top of the table drawing.
Oh, wow.
Up until today, I work so hard until I see double or triple on my computer or my cell phone. So if I don't see double or triple, it's not time for me to go to sleep. So that's like my my thing. You know, I have to work hard, like hardcore. And then once I see double or triple, then I think, Yahaira, you should go to sleep. You're good. Thing today, Yahaira. So pretty much just my journey with my shapewear is just working hard all the time and believing in myself, not in what others, their beliefs were back then. Oh, I think you should make it like this. I think you should make it like that. I think you should do it like that. And I'm like, no. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be like others. I just want to do me.
Yeah, that's so important. Sticking to that mission, that purpose that you had from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Not getting lost. Yes.
Would you say that from the beginning to where you are today, has your product changed a lot?
Absolutely, yes. We actually submitted more patents after the first 2 approved patents, because we needed to do the improvements, because the technology changed now. It's even better. So we did improvements, new patents, new things to the design, new designs that came from the first one. So yes, it's similar but better.
I think it's really important to say that, right? Because I think that a lot of us start a business or start a brand or start a project, and you think that this is it. But the evolution is going to be so amazing.
Well, think about cell phones. Well, think about the cars, right? Cars, you know, back in the days, right? And look at the cars now, you know? So there's always space for improvement when it comes to a product, when it comes to a company, and when it comes to yourself, always.
I love that. What would you tell Yahaira 10 years ago?
What I'm sorry?
What would you tell Yahaira 10 years ago?
10 years ago, what I keep repeating myself over and over again, that I was born for great things. I keep saying that, and I keep that since I was little. My parents, Yahaira, you were born for great things. See, that's all I remember. My father or my mother never told me, oh, my daughter is so cute. My daughter is so beautiful. I don't even remember, not even once. I remember my parents telling me, you were born for great things. And if you are 10 years, Yahaira, what would you tell Yahaira in, 10 years back? Same thing. Yahaira, you were born for great things.
Yes, that hasta me pongo chinita. That's such a powerful affirmation to tell ourselves. Absolutely. Especially when building something so big as what you're building and the music industry and this, like, you had to have just so much of that mentality.
You have to be strong in this world, because if you're not strong, others will empower you and take over you, over your shine. You know, you have to shine on your own, some way, somehow. Just find that power in you. Your kids, your bad moments, those bad moments, believe it or not, they push you to be better, to be stronger. So not when something bad happens, that doesn't mean that everything died, or that situation was so bad, because, you know, whatever happened to you when it comes to love life, when it comes to business, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to whatever it is that you seem like sad or depressed because that happens, you don't know what the future has to bring. from that
Mm.
situation. So if you treat that situation as a transition to a better beginnings of something new,
Yes.
because we are what we say and manifest. So that is very, very important.
Yes, I love that. Is there a certain maybe ritual or exercise that you do when you're in that moment? A veces que nos sentimos tan defeated. Is there something that you do in order to get out of that state of mind? Because in the work that I have done and the women that I've spoken to, a lot of times being able to get out of that has been the most difficult thing for them.
It's okay to take a couple of days off.
Mm.
Okay to cry. You know why? Because that's just the way we humans are. It's not okay to hide it. No one is saying you should hide whatever you feel, and you should, look like a super strong woman and that you never cry. It is okay to cry. It is okay to cry, but don't stay there. Please give yourself a couple of days or a week to just let that out. When you're really hungry and you're like, I can eat whatever right now. But guess what? It's going to get to the point that you're going to be like, you know what? I don't think I can eat no more. It's just like crying. It's just you run out of tears. You see? So you get over that. Whatever it is. If it's something that has to do with a loved one that, let's say if you're getting divorced or whatever, that will pass. Let certain transitions, pass. That's just, again, not bad moments. It's transitions in your life. And you have to let things flow the way God wants it to be and just go with the flow. But don't stay there. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to let your emotions out. Because if you don't let that, it's going to sick you. That's going to make you sick. It's going to make you stressed out. It's going to make you depressed for a long time because you never let that go.
Mm.
Okay? But when you let
Yeah.
things go completely and you're like, you know what? I'm done with this. Whatever situation, I'm done with this. Boom. Up to the next. Let's keep going. And it's good. This is something that I tell everybody that I get to talk about this. Also TV shows, wherever I go. I always tell everybody, please make a collage. Make a vision board. It is very important that you remind yourself where you're going. Why? Because sometimes other people around you, society, can just misguide you a little bit. But if you look at it every day, in front of your bed, your office, whatever you want, if you look at your collage, which is a vision board of what you want to be, trust me, that works. Why? Because it's constantly in your mind. And we attract every single thing that we want. Anything in the world is possible because people need to learn the power of your mind and wanting to change something and wanting to do something. If you have that in your mind, trust me, it will come to you.
Yes, thank you. That was beautiful, and it's so amazing to see how people that are doing big things, that these are the things that they do. You know what I mean? And thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for taking the time. What's coming up for Shop Yahaira?
Shop Yahaira, woof, my goodness. ShopYahaira.com grew so much. And my way to give back to the world is by encouraging all the women to grow no matter what. So what's coming for ShopJahaira.com is more products. Now we have lingerie, we have underwear. Now with our loungewear line, our swimwear that just launched. outerwear, triple tummy layer, gym wear. Like there's so many things that are coming from Shop, for shopyahaira.com this year. I'm very excited about. And as everybody can see it on my page, and whenever I get the chance to talk to everybody, what I love to do is to encourage the women to grow, to believe in themselves, no matter what, no matter their accent. I have an accent, and I don't think that's gonna go away. And I don't want it to go away. It doesn't matter. You'll break me. What makes you, breaks you, it's here. Your mind. You're the only one that can stop yourself. You're the only one that can say yes or no, right? So don't. Everybody here is just to believe in themselves.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll be following up. We'll be following you, whatever you're up to. Thank you so much for taking the time, Yahaira. Gracias. Y te deseamos lo mejor, muchísimo más éxito. Gracias.
No, gracias a todos ustedes. Saludos a todas estas chicas. Let's say hi to everybody. Hey, Cosafina. Hi. I always like to say hi to everybody. Yes. Hey, let's read all the messages. El Nas, hi. Most of my stuff is out of stock is because it's sold out before it gets here. So, Holy, Mary, thank you, Diane, Marlene, Cherry, Mamacita, hi, DCL, DLC, Jamie, Jay Franco, Coco, everybody. May God bless you all. Have an amazing 2021. Again, amor, thank you so much for this amazing interview.
Gracias.
Bye.
Muchas gracias. Bye.
Gracias. Un besito. Chao.
Bueno, amigas, there you have it. That was such an amazing interview, such an inspiration. Shop Yahaira. Thank you so much, Yahaira. And I just invite you guys, if you haven't been to our page, Mujeron Movement, we are a women's empowerment community. It's specifically for Latinas. Ahí nos reunimos, hacemos workshops, tenemos eventos, all online right now due to whatever's going on. But I hope that you guys can join us and continue to grow juntas so that we can get to those big goals and become the mujeron of our dreams. Thank you so much, everybody that joined us. Have a great, great day.